What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do the unboxing of the JBL Tour Pro 2s. All right, I just got these guys in, and I can't wait to dive in and see what's going on with them. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in. We've got the Tour Pro 2s here by JBL. I was very excited about these earbuds when they first were announced. And I saw it in a tech article a few months back. I couldn't wait for them to come out, and here they are. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about price, specs, and everything. As far as price, you can get these for $250. They are available on Amazon. Last time I checked on JBL.com, they kept the coming soon banner on them, but eventually they will be available there also at that same price. As far as Bluetooth version, these guys are rocking Bluetooth 5.3 with codec support of SBC, AAC, LC3, and LC3 Plus. So another high res audio codec that you can enjoy for these guys. As far as noise canceling, they do have a true adaptive, noise canceling with ambient sound and talk through. So you get the noise canceling feature of it, and of course you get ambient sound, talk through. I think it's the same, pretty much the same thing in my opinion, but they wanted to mention them as features. All right. As far as battery life, now with noise canceling turned off, you can get up to 10 hours of playback time. That's very impressive for these earbuds. With noise canceling turned on, you can get up to 8 hours. Again, your volume level has something to do with those numbers fluctuating. All right. As far as when you add the case to it, with noise canceling turned off, you can get up to 30 hours of playback time. With noise canceling turned on, you can get up to 24 hours. The case itself does support wireless charging and fast charging, which 15 minutes will give you 4 hours of playback time, which is not bad at all. And as far as water resistance, they are rated at IPX5, so you can have these at the gym, sweat it up, get caught in the rain, no problem. All right. And of course, as far as special features go, they offer their, their spatial audio feature via their JBL spatial sound. All I know, I was happy when it says spatial audio. I was happy about that. They also have a personalized sound setting in the app, which is via, Personify 2.0 is what they call it. Okay, and of course you got the multi-point connectivity with these earbuds, and of course the big deal of it all, I guess, would be the touchscreen right there on the case itself, so you can operate the earbuds all the way through that. Of course, we will take a look at that as well. And of course, like I said, they have app support for Apple and Android devices. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys unboxed and see what we got. All right, let's go ahead and grab my knife here. Shout out to Cricket. Let's go ahead and pull this. Make sure I try to keep this kind of pristine. All right, there we go. Out of the way. All right, let's go ahead. We'll turn it this way. All right. That all. Okay, I like the presentation. I like the way it looks in here. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what we got. All right, opens up nicely. Of course, you get your camera, listen at me. You get your earbuds, and of course, down here we have this guide here. Let's go ahead and a little small guide sheet tells you how to charge them and how to get them paired up. Set that off to the side. Actually, let's get this over here. This little sleeve comes out. We're going to put that up to the side. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. Actually, I think we can. Can we do this here? Yes. Yes, we can. All right. We're going to go in and take a look real quick at the accessories here. Obviously. All right. We're going this way. Here we go. All right. Of course, right when you open it at the top, from the top rather, right, you've got your earbuds. your ear tips rather. Looks like, I guess that's a large and small in there. I think take it to medium is already on the earbuds inside the case. So we'll go ahead and pull them out. Oh, I like that. You open it up, and right inside you got your USB-C to USB-A cable, really short cable. We'll go ahead and put that to the side. We'll hold on to that for later. And let's see what else we got that we keep pulling. I think that's it. That looks like that's everything. All right, so we will go ahead and get this back in. Let's go ahead and put the tips back. All right. All right, let's go ahead and put this stuff back in here. This is funny. All right, let's see. All right. I did like the way they had this set up, and I had to go ahead and mess it up and everything. So that's what I get, I guess. All right, there we go. Now it's back in. All right, perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's take a look real quick, and we've got the earbuds themselves here in the case. All right. Okay. What else we got here? This is the, and we got documentation here underneath. We'll pull this out, take a look. All right, we got some documentation from JBL, the quick start guide, and safety instructions. So, excuse me, that's basically what we got here in the case. What we're going to do is, or in the box rather, what we're going to do, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the case and earbuds. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the case here. You can see it's kind of a little chunky. Kind of reminds me of the Tour Pro Plus earbuds. Let me go ahead and grab that here. As you can see, it's a bigger case than the Tour Pros, mainly I think because of the screen. They want to make it a little bigger. Still has, I like that matte feel, that almost rubbery feel to it, so you can really hold them in your hands a long time, or without having to slip or anything like that. As you can see, got the labeling on the back for the Tour Pro 2. And as far as with the Tours, you had, you know, the real stylish Tour hair on it and everything. Let's go ahead and put that over there. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and peel this off. We got the touchscreen here on the front. And of course, they give you the option, you must charge it first in order before you can pair them. We're going to go ahead and peel that sticker off real quick. Of course, we're going to go ahead and charge them before we do anything else with it. All right, and as you can see, very nice case. As we go ahead and pop this open, take a look at the buds. Let's go ahead and pull one of these guys out. All right, and here we go. Nice, gives me sort of that vibe from the Audio-Technica ATH TWX9s. They give me that feel, that look. It reminds me of it completely. I do like the matte black, the matte and gloss combination on these guys. Of course, you can see they got Tour up here on the top. But I don't know if you can see with the reflection, but it says Tour here. Then, of course, you got the JBL branding. You got your ANC mic there. Of course, then you've got your in-ear detection sensor there, which is nice to see. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to pull out one of the old Tour Pro Pluses, and just, as you can see, completely different form factors. They went with the stem this time as opposed to the in-ear option. Both of them will stick out just a little bit. I think the Tour Pro Plus is a little bit chunkier. Still, still one of my favorite earbuds. Obviously, and then of course, you know, you got that. These guys just remind me so much of the X9s. They just really do. All right, so again, a very nice one here. We're gonna go ahead and put this in my ear. We're gonna take a shot, and you can see how it looks in the ear. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and get that out the way. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of the ear canal or ear well rather, but I do get a good fit when I twist and lock in with the medium ear tips. I may go ahead and switch these out for a spin fit version. I'm just looking. I just think I might do that. All right. So then, of course, nice little small stem there, very discreet looking. So very clean. Feels very light in the ear right now. Excuse me. I understand it with the two of them in my ear. I bet you it's gonna be really light, really comfortable wearing in the ear. So they're very comfortable. All right. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and get these a little bit of charge. We're gonna get these guys paired up, and we're gonna dive into the app. Stay strapped in. Quick note, during the pairing process, it does support Google Fast Pair. I forgot to mention that in the special features, and went in paired up really fast for me. And of course, as you can see, there is an update available, so we'll go ahead and run that, and then we'll walk through the app. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. We finished the update for the earbuds and turned around. There was an update for the smart case, so we went ahead and ran that as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the app here on the phone. Let me grab my pointer out here. All right. As you see, you got a picture of the earbuds here at the top, the name above that. You got the power button where you could turn off the app, off the earbuds and everything. And of course, you got the battery levels for the earbuds and the case. And down here right below it, you got your ambient sound controls. You could turn that off and on. You got ANC, you got your ambient mode, ambient aware is what they call it, and you got your talk through with noise canceling. You can go down here and do customize it. Then you could do adaptive ANC, you could do leakage compensation, ear canal compensation, and of course the ear canal test. Okay, so what we do this leakage thing, I was interested in this. We would check your leakage status and address the ANC. So if there's any like sound leaking out or leaking in rather, you can go ahead and turn that on. I'll turn that on because it'll compensate. I like that. Of course, it may take up some battery, but all right, that's whatever. All right, so then you got your ambient aware, and of course you can dial it up, dial it back, exactly how strong or how much ambient sound you want or how little ambient sound you want. The talk through is just talk through. All right, so then move down here. You got your personify, which is a new way to personalize your sound, similar to what the True Pros have, and now the Sennheiser Momentum 3s have with their latest update. I did not go through this setup yet, but I will. Before we do the sound test, and then we'll compare all the. We'll walk through and compare them all. All right, so you go in and you hit start here, and you walk through what I believe would be just a sound test for your ears rather, how you hear the sound, how you hear music and everything, and then they'll create up a profile for you. All right, of course, you got your equalizer here. If you tap on here, you got your 5 setup presets rather. If you turn that on, we'll turn that on so we can go through. And of course, you got jazz, vocal, bass, club, and studio. Then you can hit plus, and then you can go ahead through their EQ and make adjustments there however you like. We'll play with this. Let me go ahead and see if I can get what I want out of these guys real quick. Let's see. I like the way this is going to take some playing here. Let me see. We got one. Yeah, I'm going to have to work with this one. But you get the gist of where I want my sound at. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with this. All right, so basically, I get my V shape going on here. We'll save this real quick. Set to my EQ. But basically, if you want, you can then just go ahead and select different presets there as well. All right. So then, of course, you've got just to tell you which ones you're on. So we're in club, and now we go back in or back out to the main screen. You can also switch here on the main screen, which is very cool. If you want to do it that way, very nice. And of course, you got spatial audio now, so you can go ahead and turn that on. I like having that on when I'm listening to watching videos or listening to music, mainly when I'm watching videos. And of course, you got with it, you got movie mode, you got music, and you got a gaming mode. So we will definitely test that out. We'll break out the Steam Deck and see how that works. All right. Then of course, you got your gestures here for the left and right earbud. Let's go ahead and type in here. For the left, you do got single tap to cycle through your on the left earbud, cycles through your ambient sounds. Double tap will activate your talk through, turn that off and on. Tap and hold will activate the native voice assistant, whatever one you're using. Like if you're using Apple, you got your Siri. Google, you got either Google service, you got Amazon, I think Alexa rather is what it's called. And if you're using Bixby for your Samsung devices, you can utilize that as well. Then of course you got your call controls, double tap, either answers or end phone calls. Tap and hold will reject a phone call or mute the mic during a phone call. All right. Now, if you go down here, hit that arrow right here. Now you can go ahead. Right now, there's on your touch controls. You got set for ambient control for the left. You want to use volume. It will switch to your volume ones. Now you got a single tap for volume up. Double tap volume down. Tap and hold goes into your voice assistant. And nothing changes with the call settings. Now, if you switch over to the right, now you have your play pause. So then you can go double tap play pause for your right. Well, let me back up to the left. All right, let's go back in. Because you can do play pause controls as well if you want it on the left-hand side. And then, of course, you can go ahead and switch it to none. So what we want to do here, we want to leave this on, what I want it on. I want it on, I could put it on ambient or play with, toy around with the ambient. I'll leave that one on there. And then my right earbud I have for my play pause, skip and reverse tracks and everything like that. So, but you can obviously you can do it however you want. All right. Then of course you got your voice aware. You can turn that on. That's based from my understanding. This is let you know when you're talking on the phone and everything, like it doesn't sound like you can hear yourself on the phone call. In that way, it doesn't sound like you're yelling at someone. All right, so you got that. You got the smart audio and video. I have that is set to audio here. You got a lot of options here. You can go to smart video. It's going to switch and load it over. And this is for the case. I believe this is for the casing. So it's going to load that up. All right, I don't know how long that's going to take. It's loading. I guess it's loading it onto the screen here. I'm not sure. Oh, the disconnected. I got to reconnect them back. All right, there we go. Okay, so now it's on video mode as opposed to audio mode. We'll switch that back over when we do the sound test. Of course, then you got silent now, which is basically you can create pockets or like create a silent bubble that helps you like sleep or anything like that. If you're taking a nap during flights and everything, you can go ahead and set that up. Basically enhanced noise canceling. And then I've got auto play pause. Obviously, leave that turned on. You have personalized sound amplification. Now, this is you can turn this on, and all this does is increases the gain on the within the earbuds. It's mine set to I have it set low because I don't need it. It's mainly for like the hearing impaired. A lot of them these things are a lot geared more towards people who have like slight hearing loss or anything like that. You can raise the gain of the audio to help with your hearing things through these earbuds, which is a very good feature to have for that. And then of course you got your balance here, left and right. I always gotta have a zero balance. So I like that also in case like you got your left ear have problems hearing out of your left ear, so you can make it left dominant or right dominant if you want to. All right, you got your voice assistant. All right, set to native. Voice prompt set to English, of course. Check for best fit. Your fit test there. Maximum volume limiter. I turn that off. That way, you know, it helps protect your hearing and everything like that. But I turn that off. Of course, find my earbuds feature. Always good to have that. And then, of course, you got your smart case settings. If you go in there, you can set, change the brightness level. You can change the screensaver if you want. I like that one. I think I'm gonna use that. I like that one. And of course, message notifications, previews, message previews. I have that turned on. Then you got feature shortcuts. Now these are all the features that will be showing up on your app, like on the screen here. Let me put this down. Pull up the screen here. All right, so let's go ahead and unlock it. So now you got, right now we're in, what we got? We got play, we got the audio, you got your play pause options, your audio options. You swipe, and this is volume level. Swipe, you got your ambient sound control, where you can go, turn it off and on. You got your equalizer set to custom, or if you want to change it, we'll back up. You can go back to studio, all the presets. You can go back. We can go back to custom. I like that. Swipe it over. And this is a timer or a sleep timer. I guess. If you're not using them for 5 minutes, they'll automatically shut off. Then, of course, you got your spatial audio feature here. And everything you see here on the app is here in the on the smart case. Here you got your screen brightness. You get to adjust that. You got lock wallpaper. All right, see, I just got a message. It showed me that. I like that. So we're gonna go. You can cycle through and pick that one. I'll leave it there. Then of course your voice aware. Everything that you have. Let me keep going through here. Autoplay pause. That's when you take in-ear detection. You can take that out. Notifications, as you saw, I just got one. And of course, find my buds. You can see the left. Let's go ahead and play with that real quick. We're gonna go ahead with the right. Hit start. That's what it sounds like. Very loud, very loud. All right. So you can do it for either the right or left bud, depending on which one you're missing. Then of course you got a flashlight. I don't know, that's if you're in the pitch black or whatever, pitch dark, you can use that. And that's pretty much all the all the options that the smart case has. This is a very cool case. And as you can see up here, let me zoom in. Let me get a little closer here. Up here in the corner here, I got an envelope for a message. I got it's showing me Bluetooth connection. And of course, you got your time. You got the battery levels of the case and both earbuds at the top right there in the center. I'm really digging this. All right, let's go. All right, I done got sidetracked because I think that's a pretty awesome feature. This thing's pretty awesome. All right, so now moving on. We got the power saving mode. You can go ahead and hit auto standby. You can set that. I'm gonna set that for 15 minutes to save battery. So if my earbuds aren't being used for 15 minutes, they will turn off just to save battery. I like that. Back up. All right. And then, of course, you got your support functions here, how to set up the earbuds, quick start guide. Then you got your frequently asked questions, how to reset the factory. You got your software for the earbuds, software for the case, and, of course, the serial number for your overall device. All right. So that is a quick walkthrough of the app for the Tour Pro 2s. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do some other testing and see what we get with these guys. Actually, you know what? Let me see one more thing, because I did not see Multipoint. I did not see where you could turn that off and on. I wonder, because they say they have multi-point pairing and connectivity. Let me see if there's a way. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know. We'll test that out though to see if it works. So along with other testing. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna break out the wireless charger and we're gonna test wireless charging on this earbuds. Let's go ahead and get that a shot. Make sure it's charging. All right, I got a red light here, and obviously the charging symbol. So it shows that The wireless charging does work on these on the ear on the on the ear case on the smart case. Stay. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. What we're going to do now is we're going to test the mono mode feature to make sure that you can listen to one earbud while the other one is charging up in the case. We already got them paired up, obviously, in the ear. So we're going to go ahead and pull up some music. And let's go ahead and, all right. We got some music coming up. I just got another message. I love that. I love that. All right, so what we want to do is we'll go ahead and start with the left earbud. We're going to take that out. Put that in the case. Hit play. Right earbud is playing. So let's go ahead and take this one out. I think I might have hit the touchpad to pause it. All right. Taking the right one out. All right, play pause kicked into effect. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. Close the case. Hit play. So now both earbuds will play when one is in the charging case for charging. So that adds to the even doubles the battery life on the earbuds. Let's continue our testing. All right, we're back in, and what we're going to do is we're going to try the multi-point function on these earbuds to see if that works. They did mention in articles that it would support multi-point pairing. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Now we normally have it on my earbuds, on my phone rather. So I went ahead and disconnected it from the phone. As you can see, there they are right there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get these guys to pair. And then see if we can get these to connect to the Tab S8 Ultra here. There they go. All right. So we're going to pair them up here. And we're going to connect here. All right. So basically I had to drop them completely. We can worry about that right now. All right, now let's see if it's going to connect here. Couldn't connect. All right, let's disconnect here. Go into settings. Scan again. Couldn't pair. Let me make sure. Disconnect that. All right, we got it paired. All right, so now we got it connected here. Finally. We got it connected here. Now let's go ahead and connect it to the tablet and see what we get. All right, looks like we working here. Okay, so as you can see, it is. Oh, let me go back. Oh, I done turned off. What the hell? I done turned off the Bluetooth. Come on, Porter. Let's go. All right, so we could go ahead and get this connected again. Oh my goodness! After all that, I turned off Bluetooth, and there we go. All right, all right, all right. We back. Let me go ahead and pull these guys out real quick. All right, as you can see, we got it connected to my phone finally. Well, we got it connected to my phone and originally did that. We finally got it connected to the tablet. So let's go ahead and put these in real quick. Man, this took a long time. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put these in. And we're going to test it with some audio. We're going to go into some videos here. Let's go into some of my videos. We're going to drop into one. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to just go and pop into this one here. We're going to do the same on this side. Oops. All right. Let's go ahead and pop in here. All right, we will hit. I was watching something about. All right, we back in YouTube on this one. Now I got YouTube playing here. I don't know why it's giving me issues. All right, here we go. All right, we go. Now they're playing here. All right, now let's go ahead and switch over to the tab that say Ultra. It's playing here. Now I want to see if it'll do that the pause if you switch devices. I want to see if that happens. Apparently it doesn't. All right, I had to pause that. All right, now let's try it the other way. It doesn't work. All right, so we have to pause here. Now it's going to come back this way, and we got that there. Okay, so Multipoint does work. You can... all right, sorry about that. I had to take a call. But as I was saying, Multipoint does work. However, you do have to pause it on your first device to hear audio on your second device. Hopefully, a firmware update will fix that. Let's move on. All right, next up, we're going to try is the gaming mode on spatial audio. As you can see on the Steam Deck, we got them all paired up, and they are connected. I am hearing audio out of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the case, and we're going to cycle through. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, though. There we go. All right, that's good. All right, so we got noise canceling turned on. Equalizers at custom. All right, now we're going to turn on spatial audio. That's on. And now we're going to put it in gaming mode. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and jump into some NBA 2K real quick and see how it sounds. Again, we got spatial audio turned on. Well, we got spatial audio turned on, and we are in the gaming mode. All right, so let's go ahead and get this popping here and see what we got. All right, we're in. And I had to admit, oh, did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. All right, you do get that. I got wrapped in. All right, so that was a little quick then. You do get that as if you're in the stadium type. Let me see. I need to turn it down a little bit. All right, so you do get that spatial feel like you're in the crowd here playing this game. All right, let me go. We'll get a little bit more in. All right. And you got, it just sounds really good. I like this. I really like it. All right, let's who we got? Austin. All right. D up. All right, here we go. All right. I like the sound. You got that. You got that good crowd sound. All right. Okay, and one. But again, you get that good sound to it. Sorry, a little delay, little quiet there. All right, let's go ahead and pause this. All right. So with this game, in spatial audio, it sounds really good when you got that almost that 360 type of sound where you got it from in front of you, you got it from in front, you got it from the side, a little bit towards the back behind you. It's just a really good spatial audio setup on this, and I love it. I love the fact I'm just using the case. It's not even connected to my phone or my tablet. Literally, I really unpaired it from both of them and just paired it directly to the Steam Deck, and I could use the case to operate my functions. Works flawlessly. Let's continue. This is a mic test with the JBL Tour Pro 2s in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the JBL Tour Pro 2s in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the JBL Tour Pro 2s in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the JBL Tour Pro 2s in a crowded location. All right, we're outside. We're doing a noise canceling test for the JBL Tour Pro 2s. I got in the air, as you can see. We got some good audio coming back and forth with traffic and everything. All right, and the funny thing is, I'm going to use the case on this one. Let's go ahead and unlock. As you can see here on the case, I have it in ambient mode. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and right now, I can hear everything, sounds pretty good. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to noise canceling. All right, I got noise canceling turned on. And I have to admit, some of my ambient sound disappeared. But I do get pretty good. I do got some just regular ambient sound going on. Not a lot of heavy traffic right now, but it's a decent noise canceling for these earbuds. I like it. I like it. It's a nice, good sound. All right, just gotta see. Just had a cargo pass me. I barely heard it, which is what I like. Again, this is done without any any music playing, rather, not ANC, any music playing. So this is strictly on the strength of the ANC itself. All right. So again, this has been ANC Test for the JBL Tour Pro 2s. Very good, decent, and I love the fact that you can use it. You can operate it on the case. That's a sweet touch. All right, next up, what we're going to go ahead and do real quick is we're going to go ahead and jump into the personify portion here and set up our personalized sound setting. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get that set up, and then we'll come back and we're going to start our sound test. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. I went through the personify personalized setting testing. They test both the left and right ear with the earbuds properly in. They do a fit test and make sure that well, back up. Before they do that, they make sure you're in a quiet environment first. Once they establish that, then they do a fit test for the earbuds, and then once they establish that, they'll go in and do a hearing test for both the left and right earbuds, or left and right ear with the earbuds in, rather. And this is what my setting came up with, my personalized setting. As you can see here, you can turn it off as well and turn it on. You can also do a retest if you want to retake the test, and then they give you your report here. You can tap on that. It'll give you your report and each, I guess, your graph, and then, of course, the report for both your left and right earbuds. So it's a pretty thorough test. Gives you great documentation after the test, and then, of course, you have your settings here. So what we're going to do for the sound test is we're going to keep this on, and actually, you know what? We're going to back out real quick. We're going to make sure that we're in my customized settings, as it looks like we are. Yep, we are in my EQ setting. All right. So when we go back in to the personify, when it's off, it will be referencing my personal settings, my EQ settings rather. And then when we turn this on, it will preference the personalized settings that I already have. All right. So let's go ahead and pop these guys in. All right, getting the connected sound, the connected notification already. All right, we're locked in. First, we're going to start with just the EQ setting, my personal EQ setting. So we're going to turn this off. We're going to go ahead and get into a split screen. All right, let's go back in. All right, we're back in. All right, it's turned off, as you can see there. Let's go ahead and get our music turned on. Yes, all right. You're not going to work. You may not work in split screen. All right, cool. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into, we're going to start off with old money. All right, let's make sure we add our proper preferred EQ setting. All right, we're there. All right, now we are in my personalized EQ settings now. We're not in, we have the personify settings turned off. Excuse me. Yeah, nice sound here. Vocals are crystal clear. Nice little sound stage. Nice volume at my preferred sound setting. All right. Okay. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and turn on my personify settings. All right. Now I got a little clearer. A little bit more cleaner. You got a nice sound there. Actually, let's go ahead and put ANC on. All right, now I'm working on active ambient sound. So we're going to turn on ANC. All right. Now the combination of the two, it's a much better sound. Oh, I keep turning it on. All right. Okay. Let's go back in. As you can see, we're in our customized setting via the case. All right. Again, I went ahead and I was doing a little bit in ambient mode, and it did sound good. But then when I put it back in noise canceling, it sound even better as far as with the personify settings turned on. Let's go ahead and turn it back off. We're gonna go into our second song. This time we're gonna stay in noise canceling. All right, because that's usually how I like to listen to my music. All right, and let's go ahead and jump into Godzilla. Here we go. Now, the bass is rich on this. This sounds really, really nice with this bass. Vocals are crystal clear. All right. Remember, this is just on custom bass. This is just on custom EQ setting. Let's go ahead and turn on the personify. Okay. It's a much cleaner it's a much cleaner sound. But it seems like, let me go back. See, in this song, I would prefer it on the off. I prefer my custom settings. I'm getting good bass, nice clear vocals, and I'm getting a nice overall sound. But if I turn my personify on, it seems like I have to turn it up in order to get where I want it to be. Like if I turn up one more notch, now is where I want it to be, but I don't want to be up there. So I like where it is. I'm getting more out of it with it turned off. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and go into Going Home. For some, I don't know, the first song sound great, and with the personalized settings, the personify settings on, but the Eminem song sound much better with just a custom EQ, and I got a big, nice booming bass. Vocals are nice and clear, crisp. I don't know. I'm so that's 1-1 there. So let's go ahead and see if Going Home will be the tiebreak. All right, we're starting off with just the custom EQ settings. Nice sub bass, nice volume level. This is just a really nice sound right here. The lead saxophone is sounding crisp. Nice. Very, very nice sound. Let's go ahead and turn on the personify. All right, now it sounds like it took a step down as far as volume. Still got the crisp, sharp lead saxophone, but it seems like the bass got turned down. It's giving you more treble. It's emphasizing the mids and highs on there. But if I go back to my equalizer, now I'm getting a balance of everything. Man, this is just a great song, and it sounds so good with this. So good here in my custom EQ settings. All right, just sound really good. I got a nice balance, nice sound stage. The you can tell the separation with the instruments. You can pick and pull again. You pick which instrument you want to fix on, and you can just fix on it throughout the song. It just sounds really good. The lead saxophone is clean. It is clear. Uh, does not it's not as sharp as I would like it on either setting, but it sounds really good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up, and I'm going to come back with my final thoughts on the JBL Tour Pro 2s. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts on the new JBL Tour Pro 2 earbuds. I have to admit, these are a pretty good pair of earbuds. They got good sound. Noise canceling is okay. And I love the feature with the touchscreen on the keyboard, on the actual case rather. I love that. That is useful. Even when you're not using your phone, you can have it when you're using it, the earbuds with like a tablet or anything like that. You can still operate the functions, all the functions you want from the earbuds. You can do it on the actual case. Now, people are going to say that, yeah, that's a gimmick. It's a gimmick until you use it. All right. I thought this was going to be a gimmick, to be honest with you. But then I started using it. I had it at work. I took it to work and I was using it with my tablet, my S8 Ultra, my Tab S8 Ultra, that is. And I was using this to turn up and down the volume, play pause. Excuse me, I'm sorry, allergies. And of course, turn it on and off, noise canceling, everything like that. And it's a very useful tool to have to go with the earbuds, so you're not pulling out your phone all the time and making adjustments through the app. If you don't need to, you can just pull this out, make a quick adjustment, and then boom, you're off and running. Okay. Again, are these worth the $250? I would say yes, they are, in my opinion. Again, now let's go in and talk about the personalized setting or the personified settings. My settings, compared to my personal EQ settings, seemed a little weaker than my custom EQ settings rather. You got great clarity when it came. I got great clarity when it came to the vocals and everything, but it seemed like when I switched to my personified setting, it like pretty much pushed the bass to the background or lowered it, emphasized the mids and highs. I didn't really like that. I like a balanced sound. So when I went back to my custom EQ settings, I got exactly what I wanted. A banging bass, nice mids and highs, crystal clear vocals. Instruments were not as sharp or as crisp as I would thought they would be, but it was acceptable. I mean, in my opinion, it worked. I mean, I'm really nitpicking at that point, but it does have a great sound. All right, so if you get a chance, go ahead and give these guys a try. Run through all the settings, do the personify hearing test, and see what your settings come up. Yours might be different than mine. I might wind up going ahead and doing a retake of that test. I'm even contemplating changing out the ear tips, put some spin fits on these, and get a more comfortable fit with them. But I would definitely give these guys a shot, especially with this new feature on the case. Look, trust me, look for this to become a mainstay with other earbuds coming out later this year or into next year. You'll start to see this this display on the case coming up. All right. Again, this has been the unboxing and review of the JBL Tour Pro 2s. If you like what you see, go and hit the like button If you want to join me as I do unboxing videos like this, amongst other videos, the Gauntlet series, head-to-heads, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. JBL, you're on to something. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.